We're going to intro a little bit of that Meljour, Dark and Gorgeous. Currently number 4 on the newtknocker.com. On that Kanye West beat right here. This joint go in real quick. Real quick.
I fantasize about this back when Vice Ave niggas mad calling on 172nd with 11-year-old kids out here carrying weapons, and they put a couple holes in your head, permanent message, and they rolled up on us with their hammers, gun run. Somebody in the car yelled out, that ain't done. Another motherfucker decided
hey yo, this is happy. I just look like me. Hey yo, that joint banging right there. That was just a little sample of that Meljour, Dark and Gorgeous, number 4, currently on newtknocker.com. Hey yo, welcome to the Daily Routine. Good afternoon. This is the Daily Routine webcam show for May 20th, 2011. I'm the boy Junior Moff, and if you see me right now, that means I made it yet another day, and I'm so thankful for that. But prayers and due-wise goes out to the people and family members of those that didn't. You know what I mean? So, just to get into Friday's show, again, man, things are so hectic right now. You know what I mean? The club scene, the music scene is just oversaturated right now. There's good talent out there, y'all. Don't get me wrong. There's good talent out there, but you got to sort of kind of pick and choose through the pile or whatever. And so that's what this show is for, again, to just show you some of the artists that I like, whether they're in my social network, in my camp, on my team, or just some of the artists that's out here in the PA and throughout the whole nation and overseas as well. But the club scene, the whole promotion scene is just oversaturated right now. And like I said yesterday, if y'all saw our routine show from yesterday, like, there's so much going on circling the ball right now that I'm falling back. The only thing I'm just going to focus and concentrate on right now is this clothing deal and this distribution and promotion project we got coming up with Track Addict Records, Young Butter and Mystery and Sneak and whatnot. And so we're trying to get this this clothing label popping. You know, we're going to put everything else on the back burner, still continue to grind out and do what we do, but we're just going to shift our gears a little bit and focus our direction and energies in another direction. And so just moving right along, yo, with this technology and all this shit that the internet provides us with, I want to give a big shout out to my cousin Jack, yo, just joining the 21st century and getting online, getting linked up with, she didn't even get linked up with any social networks yet, you know what I mean? She's just familiarizing herself with just being online, you know what I mean? So again, let's introduce her to the 20th century, and then, you know, we move on from there. But again, if we ain't talking and speaking telepathically, then you got the wrong service provider anyway. And so, talking about the technology and all of that, I want to give a big shout out to the people that even make this possible right now, for the people that's bringing me right now. And I want to give a big shout out to YouTube, y'all. So make sure you check the show out right here on youtube.com. And this is the Daily Routine that you're watching, but also the Moff TV 10 network. And we also featured the Junior Show. We about to get into season 2 of that. And so I'm sort of kind of exercising and flexing with the Daily Routine to get me back in show form for season 2 of the Junior Show that I'll be shooting hopefully in a few days, if not weeks and whatnot. And so want to give a big shout out to YouTube. Make sure you check out the show on youtube.com/MoffTV10. Want to give a big shout out and welcome to the Moff TV Inner Network. Some YouTube friends. Want to give a big shout out to Law of Attraction Weeks, from Fit Models, Para Toys Flynn, Shore Aqua, and Zeroshu. You know what I mean? We just want to welcome them to the Moff TV Inner Network. Welcome them to the Junior Show, the Daily Network. Hats off to y'all wherever y'all may be, across the borders, across the waters. And shout out to all of our peoples, you know what I mean? On that note, I want a big shout out my partner in time, DJ Newt Knocker, Pirate Radio. Make sure y'all go on to newtknocker.com, y'all. Y'all can hear the whole Meljour joint that I preview for y'all for the intro. And y'all can hear our top 10 artists, our top 10 feature songs, our top 10 videos and all of our featured artists that we feature on NewtNaka.com as well as Moth TV, y'all. So make sure y'all check that out. As far as what's going on next Saturday, I want y'all to check out my man Dave. He got a clothing line, Blasphemy. Hot label, y'all. Hot label, a local-based label, but I think they pretty much nationwide now. And the store is part of their latest expansion. So make sure y'all go check out my man Blasphemy at the Blasphemy store. Their grand opening is next Saturday. They're having a grand open next Saturday at 1923 East Carson Street. And that's in the South Side in Pittsburgh, PA. Make sure you also add them on Twitter. And that's at Blasphemy_store. And Blasphemy is spelled BLASFOME. Blasphemy. So that's at Blasphemy_store at Twitter. Make sure you get on there and add them. Other than that, like I said, nothing's really popping. Again, we just really trying to focus on just other aspect of Duke and Duchess Entertainment, other aspects of our productions and whatnot, and shows and whatnot that we put together. Try to get outside of the nightclub and music promotions and whatnot. And so we really trying to get this label up and popping. Again, I'm just excited and I'm so eager to get this project started with Track Addicts, Mystery and Sneaks, Young Butter. Shout out to them, and hopefully we'll get some tees and some jeans and whatnot out to y'all very, very soon. On that tip, big shout out to E, manager of my man Jimmy B of I Am Dub, Industry's Most Wanted. Again, part of the fashion collabo that we got coming for y'all. So stay tuned for that. But again, make sure next Saturday y'all check out my man at the Blasphemy store. Go check out Dave and his clothing line at 1923 East Carson Street, the Blasphemy store, y'all. Grand opening. And that's May 28th, 2011, next Saturday, East Carson Street. Other than that, like I said, I'm falling back. It's a lot going on, man. I'm just gonna rest my head, rest my neck, or rest my neck and bump my head rather. It's Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. Hopefully I can relax and just fall back a little bit. But for the rest of the day, I'll probably be giving out breast exams and pap smears. You know what I mean? Just real quick. I know that might have been a little bit out of line, but for those of y'all that don't know, I used to work at Planned Parenthood, and my girl kind of doubted my Planned Parenthood knowledge or tutelage or whatever, and so we got into a little brief debate. Because I said I was examining myself for breast cancer. And she was like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Men don't get breast cancer. And the only difference between the men and the woman are the reproductive organs. You know what I mean? Other than that, we all have chests. We all have arms, legs, you know what I mean? A head and fingers and toes and whatnot. So this is basically the reproductive organs. So we both have chests. Both species have chests or whatever. Or sexes, excuse me, both sexes have chests or whatever, but the breasts, of course, for nurturing the young, you know what I mean, and the fat content differs in the women's breasts, which makes them breasts, but they're on their chest. And so, yes, gentlemen, we can get breast cancer too, and that turned into not a long debate, but she had to go and Google it or Wikipedia it or whatever it is. She just couldn't take and trust my trained expertise knowledge that I acquired from Planned Parenthood. So definitely shout out to Planned Parenthood. And again, even she said you don't go to Planned Parenthood for that sort of thing. And like that's what I was going to say, like not to get into the whole abortion thing. That was even further than I wanted to even get into. But again, because I did work there and some of the services that they provide, they have to train you in all forms of sexual health and sexual awareness and, you know, reproduction and all of that. And so I hope I didn't offend anybody. If I did, I really don't give a fuck, you know what I mean, to each his own. And, you know what I mean, the truth will always be revealed at the end. And so we're not here to offend anybody, but if we do, in the meantime, you know what I mean, get some tougher skin. And, so big shout out to Planned Parenthood and for educating me on the, you know what I mean, the sexual health, you know what I mean, aspect. Other than that, y'all, we about to get out of here again. Stay tuned for us in later weeks. We got a lot of shit going on. We're going to get into the top 10 tweets. Again, my social network is so vast, but yet it's so tight-knit that everything that's going on around me, you know what I mean, within and slightly with outside of my cipher, you know what I mean, is pertaining to me directly. So with the jewels and everything that the peoples in my social network was dropping today, like, I got to absorb it and soak it all in myself. Before I can spread it out. And so let me just marinate on some of the gems that was dropped on me this morning, and hopefully we'll get to the top 10 tweets Monday. You know what I mean? I'm not going to promise, but that's the plan or whatever. And we're going to go over some of the ideal jobs with television. A lot of spots in television are opening up right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give y'all some of the top job listings. You know what I mean, that your boy would like to apply for. So stay tuned for that coming up on Monday. Just want to remind you all, Mystery and Sneak coming up June 8th. And that's with Bone Thugs and Harmony, y'all. I don't know if I specified or if I mentioned. The Mystery and Sneak show coming up June 8th at Diesel. Featuring Track Addicts, Young Butter, Mystery and Sneaks and that whole camp, you know what I mean. It's going to be featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony. And there's many other acts on the bill, I'm sure. But anytime they do a show together, that was the first Bone show that I was a part of with To The Top Entertainment, Cream Team, and Kid Khalil with them. And that's how I got introduced to Mystery and Sneak. So big shout out to Kid Khalil on that tip. But the Bone Thugs Harmony show, June 8th at Diesel, will be featuring Mystery and Sneaks, and it's another one of those collabos, and it's sure to be a good time. So make sure you check that out. That is an all-age event at Diesel, June 8th, y'all. So make sure y'all come out. Hey, yo, this is the Daily Routine. Again, if y'all want to holler at the boy, I'll be giving breast exams and pap smears at the crib. Holler at me, set up an appointment. If not, I hope y'all see me Monday. If y'all do, that means the world didn't end, and that means I live to tell another day. Hey, yo, those that talk don't know. Those that know don't talk. Holler at the boy, y'all. Peace. This is Daily Routine. MOF TV. Peace.